Damn.
My father learned his boxing trade in Philadelphia, the best place ever to learn your trade. Incredible guys helped my father out in the boxing gym. Johnny Novena, Frank Kubach, Johnny Michaels, Stan the Cut Man, Billy Owens, Bernie Winters, Georgie Bond at the original Front Street Gym. My father and I would drive from Phoenixville to John's gym in Philadelphia every day. I was talking to John just yesterday, right here, my man John. And we were talking how my father had the 3 L's. Loyal, willing to learn, and listen. Those are great qualities to have in the boxing world. And if you know John, you have no other choice but to listen when he talks. Well, John can talk. But my father was willing to learn and listen from John and wanted to be the best trainer in the world. My father would work with John's pros and amateurs at the gym. Mikey Rogers, myself, Monty Sherrick, Jerry Coleman, Johnny Franks, Chris Guest, Scotty Owens, Tommy Quinn, Hank Quinn. Then eventually we produced our own fighters from the Phoenixville gym, Harry Yorkie and Jules Blackwell. Throughout the years, he learned some of the business part of the game as well. From Mr. Don Elbaum and Russell Peltz. There's many sides of this game that have to be learned. You have to pay attention, being willing to learn and listen. When I retired from my boxing career in 1996, I went full-time with the police department. My father encouraged me to start a PAL program in the area. He loved boxing and wanted to continue training kids, just like John had at the Front Street Gym. So in 1999, we started PAL. Of course, my father recruited John to be his head trainer of the gym at the time. Ironically, John had moved out of the city at the time, was living up in Narvon, which was about 45 minutes away from Phoenixville. Don't you know John, like my father drove me to Philadelphia every night, he would drive from Narvon to Phoenixville every night to train these kids. That's great dedication, John.
Yeah, John!
John's philosophy in the gym was always to be a team. Okay, he had coaches underneath him that helped him out. But it was never like, don't show him that. That's my kid. That's my kid. No, don't. John wasn't like that. It was a team effort. We all coached together. We all fought together. We all won and lost together. In 2007, when my father lost his battle to pancreatic cancer at the age of 53, it was definitely a little bit tough to carry on the gym and everything without him. But I knew my father would want us to continue to produce any boxers that we could from our gym. And coming from the suburbs isn't easy. You know, it's way different than being in the city. You know, there's a gym on every corner in the city. Out in the suburbs, it's not so easy. Fortunately, shortly after my dad's passing, Joe Rowan stopped in. Joe said, hey, can I help you guys out? And John had his hands full. We had so many kids coming in the gym, and we welcomed Joe. That was 12 years ago. Joe's still with us today.
Joe! Joe Rowan, Jr.
We keep kids off the streets and out of trouble, give them a place to go after school. Joe, thank you. John, Frank, all the guys, for everything you guys have done all these years. These guys donate their time to come to the boxing gym every night. In closing, for now I'd like to say that our tradition continues. Dad, I know you're up there watching down on us. Coming from the little suburban town of Phoenixville, modeled after every great gym in Philadelphia is what we did. And just like my father would have done. Thank you very much.
We love you, Jim.